Welcome back, guys. Another episode of Cooking with the Kids here. Today we're keeping it simple, pretty easy recipe. Homemade mac and cheese. Love it. We got Princess Chef Victoria, she's here helping out. Chef Lucas, he's already getting to work. Baby Chef Liam, eating Cheerios, playing like always. Alright, so like I said, mac and cheese, easy. We got our Velveeta cheese, some breadcrumbs, our noodles, a little bit of flour, and we're going to use a little bit of milk. Yep, that is the flour, Victoria. You're going to be doing that. It's going to go in a pot. So what we got is our two pots. One, I'm going to melt some cheese in there. The other one, we're going to fill up with water and get that to a boil for our noodles. Right, so we got our water in our pan. We're about to get that to start boiling. But first, let's go ahead and get our cheese mix getting ready to go. So what I'm going to have here is I'm going to have Lucas. We got about 1/3 of a cup of milk. We're going to go ahead, Lucas. Go ahead and pour that 1/3 of a cup into that pot for me right there. Alright, perfect, perfect. And now I'm going to add the cheese here as well. It's our Velveeta cheese. We cut it up into littler cubes. It helps it melt a little faster. Hi. And there's Boo Boo. I'm going to have her go ahead and add that cheese on there, and then we're going to get that pot turned on, and we're going to have us rolling. So we got Chef Victoria. She's going to go ahead, add all of our cheese into our milk, Victoria. And once she does that, then once Victoria's done adding the cheese to the pan, I'm going to go ahead and turn that on, and we're going to let that melt up. I'm going to stir it continuously because you don't want it to stick to the bottom. It will burn. So that's something to keep in mind. So she's going to go ahead and get that ready. As she's doing that, I'm going to get ready and start my water and get that boiling. Alright, now that Victoria's got all the cheese into our milk here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn this on to a medium heat. You don't want to put it on a high heat. Like I said, cheese will burn easy on the bottom, so you want to put it on a medium heat for 2. You don't want to spoil the milk that's in there either. It's not going to taste as good. Continuously stir it, that way it don't stick to the bottom, it won't burn. And then once that melts up, our water here should be boiled pretty good, and we should have our noodles in there, and then we'll get back to it. So as of right now, we're going to let this melt up a little bit, and we're going to keep stirring it until it does. Alright, so I hope you guys like and subscribe. Always remember to... That's Lucas and that's Tortor, right? And now always remember to like, subscribe for one, and then when you're making your mac and cheese, use the cheeses that you like. Flavors you like, or is what I'm going to always tell you to do. So I like the Velveeta in mine. And that's how we're going to do it. So we'll get back to you here. We're going to keep checking on our cheese. We're going to stir that up and get that melted. And we're going to wait for this water to go ahead and boil up so we can get our noodles in there. Alright, our cheese is melting along pretty good here. Our water's boiling, so we're going to go ahead and get our noodles in here. We're going to continue stirring them too. We don't want them to stick to the bottom of the pan and stick. So with the noodles, we're only going to cook them. We're going to cook them about 8 to 9 minutes in this boiling water. Like I said, you don't want to get them too al dente because we're going to be baking them as well. So as these are boiling up in my cheese, I turn off the heat on that so that way I can keep it warm. I'm just going to keep it melted. We're going to preheat our oven now. We're going to go ahead and preheat that to 350 degrees. Once we're there, now we're going to wait for our noodles here to boil up. Once they get done, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get them in our pan over here and get ready to bake them. Our chefs, they're doing good jobs here. They're both helping out very good and being good kids. So our baby chef, he's over here eating Cheerios somewhere. So, but we'll see what's going on and we will get this done. So let's go ahead. I'm going to stir this up and we'll check on it. Alright, so that's almost done. And well, the kids ran off on me. So the only thing I have left to do, we're going to take about 1/4 a cup of our flour here, and we're going to put that in our cheese just to thicken the cheese up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get that mix in. Our noodles are about to be done, and we're going to go ahead and get them drained up and get our mix going. Alright, so we got our flour and our cheese. It's looking pretty good, a little thick here like we want it. My noodles are done. I have them down here draining, cooling down. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my noodles, I'm going to put them in this pan along with the cheese, and then we're going to sprinkle some breadcrumbs on the top of that. That's going to give it the flavor that you're going to love to have on your mac and cheese. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to get that started and show you when we're ready. Alright, so we got our noodles in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dump all my cheese right on in there. Alright, so now I got all my cheese in there. I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to stir this around, get that mixed in there real good for us. And then we're going to add our breadcrumbs. Alright, so we got all the cheese mixed around in there pretty good. And like I said, now we're just going to sprinkle some breadcrumbs across the top of that. Real nice and even across the whole top. You want to cover it all. You want to make sure everybody's bite's getting a good amount of breadcrumb flavoring, because that's going to help with that cheese. It's going to give you that flavor that you're going to want. And that's how it should look. So now what I'm going to do, my oven is preheated. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cook that for about 20 to 30 minutes baked in the oven, and then that's it. And there you have it, folks. Thanks for joining us. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.